All right, give us some clarity here. I'm sure if you had it, you'd be writing all about it on the McLaurin situation. We understand the complication based on the age and their productivity. We all get it. Everyone understands they're kind of in a pickle. But of all people to pick a stand, that this is going to be the guy that we're going to be fiscally responsible. We're going to do the right. Like, it just, to me, that's the part that I'm stunned about. Sometimes as an owner in professional sports, you overpay people. And it works out for you, and sometimes it doesn't. I'm just stunned at this point that they're taking a stand with this guy who literally, on paper, by all accounts, seems like the perfect human.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that really throws people is, like, he's everything you would want in, like, a team leader. He's great on the field, great off the field. I mean, he's good with everybody, good with media. He's,
just a good person.
He's like that perfect
accounts.
ambassador for the team. I'm surprised it's dragged on this long, frankly. I still hold out hope that maybe it gets done this week, but we'll see. It doesn't sound like there's been much movement. But, again, I think when we hear one side being very vocal and the other side not saying anything at all, you just have to remember that we're hearing one side of it. What does no communication mean? Does that mean there's been no back and forth? Has one side presented an offer and the other side hasn't gotten back to him? Has it been, no response to a counter? What does that mean exactly? And we haven't gotten clarity on that. And where it leads from here, I mean, I'm still not totally – I mean, I think Terry would probably hold out of training camp, but how long will that go? Because you think about – the age does matter. When has it ever worked out for a receiver to ever hold out for an entire season and be able to come back successfully?
No, he can't.
No matter the age,
he can't do that.
Nicki,
you can't do that.
He's not going to.
And then the longer you drag on, it just hurts him and the team. And Terry's never been about that.
No, he's going to have to do a hold in and then eventually play.
Is that the move? Like, do you think he holds in so to avoid the $50K fine per day?
Yeah,
that's probably
he's not
going
to do that. He's not going to get fined $50K.
He's not going to do that.
Yeah.
But would he hold out the first few days? It's hard to say without really. Maybe, but then do you lose leverage once he comes back? I guess, but yeah, it's a tough one. It's not. I would say it's not as clear cut as so many people think. I think there are complications with it, especially the fact that he still has another year left. His average on this deal is 22.7, I want to say. But yeah, there are some. They could definitely get it done. I think like everybody wish they had done it a month ago.
Nicki, is this the Belichick influence for AP starting in New England?
Maybe. I mean, like, I would say it's not just Belichick. I mean, they did it in San Francisco. They did it in Denver, too. I mean, they waited until the nth hour to give Von Miller his first max deal. And then, I mean, players signed before him and set new floors every time. So they end up paying more, which is, But the receiver market has exploded here. So it's like, it's different. But maybe that's an influence. But you also have other guys in the front office, like Sosna. And I mean, he's re-up guys early before. And they did re-up Sam Cosmi early. So.
Since you mentioned Von Miller, what did that signing signal to you?
I think it shows that not that there was really any doubt, but they're really trying to go for it this season. They have the oldest roster I've seen. I think they average, 30, 31 years old among the new guys they brought on this offseason. But, this is a guy who's a premier pass rusher, was in the prime of his career, and when he's healthy, he's still better than, I would say, 80-90% of most pass rushers. He's still got a get-off and a bend that is unlike any other. And I covered him for 6 years in Denver, and he's a freak athlete. He's just a freak athlete. The question now will always be his health, because he's 36 now. He's had some really significant injuries over the last 4 years or so. But he came on late last season. So if he can maintain that, he could be a big help to them, even as like a third down rusher, as a special down rusher. I mean, he could be a big boost to that line.